Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you real soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Like, share, subscribe.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you. And I think I have to listen. Because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day.
And we won't stop. We will not stop.
Sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so right. It's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart. Doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give. Something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now
See this? How you cannot go
baby,
again?
baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give. Something's telling me it's right.
Neighbors and the
When you
community
came to me,
compelled
who
to
are
scour
you?
the area.
It's you, yeah, boy.
Where does the fault lie on you?
Hey family, let me see. Hold on. What the heck is going on here? I'm trying to see. I pushed the wrong button. Instead of an S, I ended up pushing a D. And everybody's like, you spelled this wrong. Well, it's not. It's a type error. It's a typo. But let me see if I can go in there and clarify that real quick. Let me see if I can or if I cannot. Let's see. Let me see here. Let me see. Be right back. Yeah. Okay. I think I fixed it. I fixed it. I wanted to come on here because we're trying to fix something with our mods. So if the mods are in here, please say something. I see Tina Powers in here. And we were just talking about what Craig, and maybe he has done this before, you guys. We've got another case that we're going to start covering. And it's crazy. It's crazy. People have lost their mind. They really have. They have lost their mind. So let me try to. I'm trying to um, see. Uh, we're going to be looking at another case. And so let's see. Yeah. Yes. Hey Valerie, how you doing? Hey Zena, how are you? Tina Powers, Jacqueline, Cherie is in the building. How you guys doing? Come on in. I'm trying to see. So yeah, right. Okay. Um, so this person, we're gonna be starting another case, and they wanted me to look at this case. Charlotte's parents, David and Trish, describe a joyful child. Joyful child. Okay, that was October the 2nd. That was Monday. So this was sent to me yesterday, and I want to go over it, you guys, so you guys know what we are going to go over a little bit. We're just going to spend a little bit of time. We're waiting. Is Sonia Watts in the building? Because we're trying to fix something, and we can't fix it unless she's in the building. So let's see. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Up, stop. Okay, so I need to take it off my Bluetooth so we can hear what's done happening. Okay.
Adopted parents of 3 children are in jail today after Kanawha County deputies said 2 teens were found locked inside a barn. Hannah Klein breaks down the investigation after deputies say they received a 911 call from someone concerned about the kids. A stunning find in Sissonville has led to the arrest of 2 adoptive parents.
You're being charged with a felony, child neglect, creating risk of injury.
Donald Lance and Jean Whitefeather now in jail as their children are now with CPS. It started on Monday when deputies got a call just before 6 o'clock in the evening. The 2 children were being locked in a barn at this home on Cheyenne Lane in Sissonville.
They weren't able to locate any guardians or parental figures or anybody around the residence or the barn, and started having a conversation with 2 children that were inside the barn.
Oh, wow.
Deputies eventually forced their way into the barn, where they said they found a 16-year-old girl and 14-year-old boy inside a 20 by 14-foot room. Investigators say the teens had no way to get out of the shed, with no running water, no bathroom. The girl told deputies their parents had brought them food around 6 o'clock that morning, but said her and her brother weren't allowed in the house and were locked in the barn for long periods every day. Eyewitness News spoke to neighbors who were afraid to go on camera, but claimed multiple families called police about the children's safety several times, and they are thankful they are now safe.
Well, I mean, it's a pretty bad case. I mean, it's
This is crazy.
In a situation like this, it's not really comparable. A horrific condition, like it's just not how you want or how you would even expect children to be raised or be taken care of.
Lance and Whitefeather eventually showed up at the home. They're now charged with child neglect, creating substantial risk of injury. The mother admitted the children were left in the shed, but reportedly told deputies they, quote, liked it.
They're trying to, get
They both liked it.
in better living conditions, better placement, and
Hold on.
Children back in better.
But reportedly told deputies they, quote, liked it.
They're trying to, get the children back in better living conditions, better placement, and the detectives will continue to investigate and build this case.
In Sissonville, Hannah Klein, Eyewitness News.
Hannah, thank you. And deputies said a 3rd child who was about 5 or 6 years old was found alone in the main home. The child was found crying and close to the railing of an approximately 15-foot drop from a loft. Thanks for watching.
Oh, wow. Okay, so That's what they want us to work on, and we can work on that, you guys. So it's some parents that's charged after children was found locked in a barn, but it was a 20-foot barn, you guys. 20 feet, 20 by 14 is pretty huge, to be honest with you. It's pretty huge. That is like you could put two cars in there. Hmm. They had no place to poop, no water. But they did bring them some food. 6 o'clock. I want to find some more information about this. Let me see if I can find it. So let me go in here. Uh, child locked in barn. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is what it says. It actually happened like Donald Ray, 63, in Gianna. That's her name. Wow. Unbelievable. Well, yeah, you could put two cars in there. But that's about it. Two cars. Two people have been charged after Kenwa, Kana, Kennewa County. So, Kennewa County in Sissonville. Okay. Donald Ray, 63, and Gianna J, she's 61, white feathered, so they're not married. Both of Simpsonville were charged with felony gross child neglect, creating a substantial risk of injury, according to a news release. Okay. Uh, Missing Mason County boy found dead. So let's see what they're gonna say here. Deputies said they were called to the 200 block of Cheney Lane, where two children was found locked in a 20 by 14 barn following a welfare check. Okay. Caller told dispatcher they believed the children were locked in the barn for days at a time, according to the criminal complaint. The caller later told deputies they've seen Lanton open the door to the barn, say something to the children, and then close and lock the door back. Deputies said the caller also alleged the children were made to do farm work and not allowed in the home. They adopted these kids to treat them like slaves. Deputy said they attempted to contact Lance and Whitefeather for about 2 hours before forcing entry into the barn. So they knew that the kids was in the barn, but they didn't go in the barn. They were trying to contact the mama, the adopted mama and the father. But they've been talking to these kids in the barn. Okay. Make it make sense. They actually weren't able to locate any guardians, parental figures, or anybody around the residence or the barn, and started having a conversation with the two children that were inside the barn. So they're trying to make it seem like they was having the conversation after the fact. They realized the kids was in the barn. They probably taught them kids not to say nothing. So once inside, deputy said they found the children to have dirty clothes and smelled of body odor, suggesting they hadn't bathed in days, according to the complaint. A single table and chair and no beds were found. So they had a single table and chair. Deputy said the building's floor was made of concrete and the walls were plywood. The complainant said a camera was placed in a corner. So they would watch the kids while they, to make sure they wasn't probably getting out. Okay? It's a pretty bad case, Any type of situation like this is not really comparable, to this horrific condition. It's just now how you want or how you would expect children to be raised or taken care of, Lester said. When Lance and Whitefeather, the adopted parents of the three children, eventually arrived on the scene, deputies said Whitefeather admitted that the children was left in the shed but claimed they liked it. Both was taken into custody at that time. So I don't know. I don't know. I mean, that's it is. So somebody said in the comment section, what they didn't say in the headlines was these kids were adopted. The laws have to change. You should never take kids away from a family that hasn't had a jury trial of their peers based on one worker lies or dislike. So that's Lisa R. Daniels said that. I think I'm going to reply because she might be. How does she know that the worker, you know? So I'm asking her, how does she know that the worker lied? Yeah. Anyway. So I just asked her a question. Why didn't they say something about the poor babies? You mean there was a baby, a 5-year-old. Remember, there was a 5-year-old that was left alone inside the house that, at the top. And it was a nice house, you guys. It wasn't no raggedy house. This is like maybe a $300,000 home with the vaulted ceilings and like the wood cabins with the big windows in the front. And you drive up, you be like, dang, that's a nice looking house, And yeah, I'm gonna look. They had a dang camera. Okay. The mama looked crazy. The daddy looked crazy. Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Crazy, 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 crazy. So Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. Uh, this reminds me of a case, a boy in the box. Exactly. Why didn't they say something about the poor baby? You know what? I do not know. I just do not know. You know. Zena, why are you always saying something about a commercial? We got commercials. We got commercials. Y'all got commercials on the TV. You get commercials any channel you go to. There is really no big difference, sweetheart. Children found locked in the barn. Adopted parents in West Virginia. Oh, that's where it was. West Virginia. Tuh. West Virginia. I knew it was. I knew somebody was going to tell me where it was. Has been arrested and are facing felony charges after two children was found locked inside. Come on, Fox. Fox is going to give it to us. Hey, Dee Dee, what's going on? In West Virginia, arrests and are face felony. And a third child was found in an unprotected loft about 15 feet high, according to a press release. Okay, deputies was tipped off by a 911 call that came in shortly before 6 p.m. on Monday, October the 2nd. When deputies arrived at the property in the 200 block of Cheney Lane, they had to force their way into the barn where they found two children, a boy and a girl, locked inside a room, described as a 20 by 14 with no running water or bathroom. The children was obviously deprived of adequate hygiene care and food. At the main residence of the property, deputies discovered another small child locked inside and alone in the unprotected loft. According to the officials, there were no caretakers or parents at the scene, but later the adopted parents, identified as Donald, Lance, and Jeannie K. Whitefeather, returned and were arrested. The two now faces felony charges of gross neglect, creating a substantial risk of injury. It's not clear the age of the children. They already said the girl was 16, the boy was 14, and the baby was what, 5? But the sad thing about it is, here's the thing, you guys. The sad thing about it is they had a dang camera. What do you think about that? Well, why would they go and have a freaking camera? I'm going to try to do something. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Let me see if I can do it. Oh, I guess I can't do it because I have to leave the studio to find it. Hey, this is SP.
Hey, SP, this is Michelle out of Bellflower. Do they run background checks on these people that are adopting these babies?
Yeah. Yeah, they do. But okay. Let's talk for, we're not going to be on here long, but let's talk for a minute. So you're saying a background check. A background check is if it was a history of that. People normally don't have a history of locking kids in a barn. Like right now, I don't have a history. I can go adopt some kids, but that doesn't mean I don't lock them in the barn. You got to be you have to be not only found out and somebody know and being convicted of something of that nature. And if they're being convicted of stuff, they're not supposed to get the kids. But I'm gonna tell you something. I know people that has little charges and they got kids. There's a girl at my job right now. She is what, 30? I think she told me she's 34. She got like, and I don't even want to get the number wrong because it sounds horrendous how many kids she has. She has like between 11 to 19 kids.
I was told something 12. I was putting numbers out.
Yeah. I thought she told me 19, and I said maybe I heard her wrong. Maybe she said a teen, but it wasn't 19. Maybe it was 12 or 13. But I heard a teen in there. But here's the thing. She's got 3 kids of her own, okay? And then her boyfriend's got a kid, okay? Maybe 1 or 2. Who knows? Maybe 1 or 2. That gives you about 5 kids right there, right? But who would give a young parent? You're not even married to this man. And let me tell you, she works. And she works a lot of hours. Sometimes she works a 24-hour shift. They're not even supposed to allow people to work a 24-hour shift. They tell her to take a break and take a 2-hour break or whatever. She's pulling in that money. But here's the thing. Sometimes she has brought her kids to work, and I've seen them. Her own kid and the adopted, well, not the adopted, but the foster kid, right? So the little girl is pretty. I mean, when I say pretty, she's pretty. But all their clothes look like hand-me-down, run-down clothes. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't properly take care of all these kids.
No, as young as she is, she gets snapped, or something, which I don't think it's snap out there. Because they know what they're doing when they go and get these kids. They're just looking, seem like at a dollar sign in Virginia. I've been hearing so much coming up out of Virginia. I done had to quit watching. I said, well, who's minding the kids? You know how you find the old saying, it takes a village to raise kids? Well, now the village is killing the damn kids. They're mistreating them.
Well, and maybe they're kin to her some kind of way. Because I had a niece. It's by marriage, though. And the niece, her sister died. She had like 6 kids of her own. Then her sister had like 5 kids. So, she didn't want the kids to be separated. So she took all the kids in. But she didn't, that's 11 kids. And she raised them kids.
If you put your nose to grindstone and you doing this, hey, push your sister, they do it, and you took them on, loving them, supporting them, trying to make sure they have, the best life you can give them. But don't seem like people getting them for that reason.
Right.
Those aren't going to get them for that reason. Well, I'm going to get back down to the chat. I went to ask you, but I asked you this. So we'll see what the other ladies got to say. I'll talk to you later.
All righty.
All right.
Bye. Yeah, that is crazy to me. That is so crazy to me. See, sometimes you guys, let me tell you something. I'm glad we don't have too many people in here because we normally don't come on Saturdays, no way. But oh, somebody's like child-proof the door or something. They're putting stuff on there. I'm live right now. What's up? You say what?
Your corner, it looks good.
Okay. It don't need to be cut or nothing?
Nope, I just rode by there. Junior.
All right.
Yeah, just rode by there.
All right.
All righty. Did he just recently cut it or something?
Nah, he cut it last Tuesday, Thursday. Last Tuesday.
Oh, well, it looked like it was just recently cut.
Nah, the state actually, CityCate went in there and they did some, side work, kind of edging or something. He got kind of a little upset about it. But
what did the dude?
Yeah. I told him they do it sometimes because they want that corner. They'll cut the grass because they want the corner, but we're not finna do that.
Yeah, they cut it so many times and start trying to claim it.
All right. I'm still live.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
All right.
All righty. Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, so yeah, you guys, see, I could sit here all day and I was trying to get, the reason why we came on live is because we're trying to, our mods, get them on the right track on something's messed up and we're trying to get it fixed. That's the real reason why we came on. But some of this stuff kind of interests me, and I was just sitting here. So I said, well, let's talk about it. But I'm thinking, and I took pictures of it on this new thing. It says the man chart, and this is back to what our whole picture of Craig is all about. So let's get back on that subject. The man charged with kidnapping a 9-year-old girl last weekend will be scrutinized for any possible connection. So when they're talking about scrutinize for any possible connection to the abduction and murder of 2 teenage women who vanished in 2003 and 2005 after last being seen near Saratoga County Mobile Home Park in the town of Milton, where 46-year-old Craig Rawls and members of his family have resided for decades. A skeleton remains of victim. I'm going to look this up. Of 18-year-old Jennifer. Let me look her up. That's what I wanted to do before we get off of here. Jennifer Moonbeam. Okay, now hold on. Because I just put Jennifer's name in, and you guys, you know what came up? Kidnapping suspect Craig Ross. So this happened August. It's been 20 years since Jennifer Marie Hammond, an 18-year-old known as Moonbeam, disappeared while selling magazines at a Saratoga. They just did something on this girl, 20. That means he would have been 27 at the time. He would have been 27. So this is what it says. We're going to get this right. So 18-year-old Jennifer Moonbeam was reported missing on November the 2nd, 2003. She was last seen in August selling magazine subscriptions door to door at the Creek and Pines Mobile Home Park on Middle Lane Road in Milton. Okay. 20-year-old age Jennifer was dropped off at Creek and Pine Mobile Home Park by her co-worker. The 18-year-old Colorado transport known as Moonbeam was set to go door to door selling magazine subscriptions for Atlanta Circulation Inc. It would be the last reported time anyone saw her alive. 2 hours later, Hammond didn't show up at the designated pickup spot. Her co-worker searched the area. Her belongings at the Abilene hotel she's been staying at with co-workers were left behind, and a bus ticket home was never picked up. Well, so she wasn't even, she didn't even live there. Hammond's disappearance would be ruled a homicide in October 2009 when hunters found human remain fragments and 3 teeth deep in the woods by Lake Desolate in Greenfield that were later confirmed as Hammonds. The Saratoga County Sheriff Office is still investigating Hammond's death and August the 30th, 2003 disappearance. According to a news release Wednesday, Sheriff Michael noted similarities between the red-haired, freckled Hammond and another young woman who disappeared in 2005. 19-year-old Christina White was last seen the night of June the 30th. Dang, it's always at the end of the month. And didn't Charlotte disappear at the end of the month too? Okay, I'm just saying that, you know what? When they said that they're going to probably have more charges, I think these are the more charges that they're going to put on him. 19-year-old Christina White was last seen the night of June the 30th by her family leaving home in the Saratoga Village mobile home park in Milton. Witness told police they saw her walking near Grizzers Road and Roland Street. A hunter found her skeleton remains in March 2006. Now she disappeared in 5, so it's a whole year later in Dirktown. Draketown. It ain't no Drake. It's Iraq. State Forest in Greenfield, only miles from where Hammond would later be found. Deputies were asking anyone with information to contact them. Mm-hmm. You know, it's funny how they we didn't even hear about these two women. I'm just saying. This is the two things. Y'all, I'ma just tell y'all like it is. Okay? Yeah. 20 years ago, this man could have kidnapped and killed 2 other women 20 years ago. And he was probably 27 at the time. He's 47 now, so 20 years ago, he would have been 27. And, you know, I don't think nothing would have stopped this man. Wow. And I'm going to tell you something. It's really weird. But if this girl didn't have this red hair and she actually had the blonde hair like Charlotte, they kind of actually look alike. They really do. Anyway, red flags. Yep, I know. I was just, like I said, I came on here just to look up some of this stuff. And I wanted to, I am having a terrible day. I'm going to get off of here, you guys. People always doing something crazy in Virginia. Yeah, this stuff. Yeah. He's 46. I'm sorry. Somewhere I got 47, but I'm looking at it right now. It says Craig Ian Ross Jr. He's 46, was taken into custody Monday after police raided a home in Milton, finding a missing. Let's look what they say. They're not saying anything. It says snap. Oh, snap. Anyway. Oh, Lord, 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 Lord. Oh, it ain't coming up, so no worries. No worries. I am going to get off of here and seek what I need. Hi, Gail. I see you in the building. Hi. Mm-hmm. All right, you guys. I will check you guys later, okay? Anyway, I just wanted to see. I will see you guys later.